Obviously a very disappointing afternoon, David. What was your take on that one?
It's hugely disappointing. I think we owe the fans an apology, if I'm honest. I don't think we've got a divine right to beat Inverness. I knew that before the game, but the manner in which we lost the game is a hugely disappointing aspect for me. It doesn't matter who we're playing against, I'd be sitting here saying the same things. Losing a game 3-0 at home in a cup competition, maybe outside Old Firm. I don't think we should be losing this game in the manner that we did. But I think I've got to give huge credit to Inverness as well, because I think they came here with a game plan, they executed it fantastically well, and we fell into their traps. Collectively today we were nowhere near our best, and individually I think we've got to have a look at ourselves.
You touch on it there, it's not fair to say that we went at the races this afternoon, but it's important to kind of highlight just how good kind of Inverness were and taking advantage of that.
Yeah, I'm not wanting to make it sound like I'm looking for excuses, because I'm not, but I'm conscious they were the underdogs who came here, and I think they deserve huge credit. But we've got to do a whole lot better. Should we be winning that game of football? I think we were the favourites for the game of the day. With the resources we've got at hand, I talk about it, I flip that a lot of the time, but with the resources we've got compared to Inverness, I think we go into the game as the favourites. But I don't think we turned up today, Dave. I thought the first half we were very passive, very lethargic in possession, but that was partly down to Inverness's shape. So we done that, and somebody said 70% possession, but I really don't care about possession. Possession doesn't win you games of football. It's chances created, and we've done very, very little in the opponent's half today.
We did lose Morgan Boys overnight to illness, and then Bruce Anderson limped off early in the game. Does that play a big part in what happened this afternoon?
I want to say yes, but no, I don't think so. I think collectively we've got a squad that can deal with this. So we're sitting where we are in the league for a reason, because we've got a good squad, but the day it just never happened for whatever reason. I think we had to deal with Billy Mackay a lot better than we did deal with Billy Mackay. Billy Mackay's not going to probably score 2 better goals all season than he did today. So 2 fantastic finishes for Billy Mackay was probably a difference in the game at that point in time. The first goal, then he scores the third that kills it. First goal gives him a wee bit more impetus, knocks a wee bit of the wind out of our sails, but we keep going. Then you get a second goal, a free header in our box. We don't get out and shut the cross down. We don't get contact in the box. And then Billy scores the third goal that absolutely deflates us, to be honest. I think everybody knows at that point in time there's no long left and the game's probably over. But I'm conscious that I think I need to give Inverness the respect they're due. I thought they were very good on the day. Special mention to Billy, because it's 2 fantastic finishes there. Bar Rayo's header late on, I don't think we troubled Mark Ridgers at all. We never got into the opponent's final third often enough. We never done the right things often enough. We started then playing long balls at times. We never got on the first contacts, never got on the second contact. So just one of the games I feel where what could have went wrong actually went wrong, the second half especially.
Do you think, given the calibre of sides that have dropped out of the competition, makes us feel like a harder one to take as a missed opportunity?
Nah, not really. I look at it, I'm not one to look at what could have been. I'm always one that looks at the now, and the now I can only really focus on Inverness and the scoreline. So I'll not really look too much into what could have been. So it's not really how my mindset works, if I'm honest, Dave.
Obviously, don't get much harder than next week when Rangers come here in the league, but given the league form where we are at this stage in the season, is it a real chance to go and try and prove ourselves against one of the best sides in the country?
Yeah, I think so. We need to take points. I don't think we took any points for the Old Firm. A point at Ibrox. Historically, we normally pick 5-6 points up off the Old Firm over the course of a season. We've got 1 point this year, so it's an opportunity to go out and show what we can do. But it's an opportunity also to show the fans that was a one-off, hopefully. And that's a big one for me. The fans paid good money to come into the game today, and I feel that I've let them down, and I've no doubt the boys in the changing room feel the same.
Thanks, David.